Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Buy up, buy up. And in Menudo style in direct fashion, we're going to get straight into the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all, so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. I couldn't do it without you, and I'm very humbled and appreciative. So what happened last night on Haters World, man? I don't do many videos on Haters World because they're in a different lane. I'm in a different lane. They're going down a bumpy road. I'm smooth sailing, right? I'm just cruising. But man, last night, Wack 100 pulled up to Haters World. When I heard that, I was on a live. And when they told me about that, I was, what's the word? Flabbergasted, right? I was like, wow, I couldn't believe that Wack 100 would pull up to Haters World. Well, I could believe he would do that, but I couldn't believe that Haters World would even allow or welcome him with open arms, hugs and everything for Wack 100, someone who's notoriously disrespected the raza, someone who has notoriously disrespected myself, Southsiders, not necessarily Northerners, man. He always tries to play a good role with them, but has said a lot of despicable and basically lied about Southern Hispanics, Southerners, right? And I sat and I watched it. I rewatched it after it aired live, and that guy ate Haters World podcast up. Okay? Now, I've never really disrespected Blue Devil. I've heard him say a lot about me. He doesn't know me personally. I don't know him personally. I've heard him say a lot of things, and there's been times where I felt some type of way because he keeps utilizing my name here and there for whatever reason. But there's a lot of people that do that every day. It's kind of the YouTube thing, right? If someone's popping or if someone's doing their thing, you just say their name. Say it out loud so you can get a little clout. I understand that. But he always throws lightweight disses, disrespect, like basically playing the active dropout thing. I understand, bro. You're super fucking high power. I get it. One thing I can say that you've done that I've never done is reported anyone on YouTube. That's right off the top. I've never did all that. I get videos made about me all day, every day. I think the only one that probably gets videos made more about him on YouTube is Wes Watson. Deservingly, that's his thing, right? But I see Wack 100 pulls up and you were all giddy and shit, right? Blue Devil was all giddy. He looked happy to have the face of controversy in the spot, right? Now, ain't nothing wrong with showing some black and brown unity. I'm all for that. Ain't nothing wrong with actually having a good conversation with Wack 100. If you remember about 6-7 months ago, maybe even longer, I came across Wack 100's phone number. I don't need to put out there how I came across his number. We have a mutual acquaintance, right? And as I got his number, I proceeded to call him on a live. I was challenged to call him on a live, like, oh, you don't got his number. And like someone who's mentally challenged, I decided to call him, right? And I did that. And he answered, right? He answered, and I was already locked and loaded and ready to go in, to go ham, to ask him some of these hard questions, because I felt for a long time that he does a lot of underhand things. He disrespects la raza quite blatantly, right? And I was tripping on, when he disrespected la raza, talking about Home Depot, and then he did his thing with Ters, the rapper from Compton, and just little things that were said that I didn't like. And he actually surprised me. Wack 100 actually addressed me and Dubs with positive energy. He was cool. So like what real men do, because you can't get to them, if someone's giving you good energy and good conversation, you give it back to them. You don't disrespect a person that's not disrespectful unless you're willing to do something right then and there in his face. And of course, on the phone, you can't do all that. So you don't play high power on the phone. You don't act tough. You don't call people out. You don't disrespect. You just say, hey, homie, let me address a few issues. You address a few issues and we're good. We'll go with that. It was a very positive conversation. We actually had a great conversation, laughed, whatever, reminisced about some people we knew and why in the past, whatever the case may be, right? I say that to say this. Last night he pulls up to Haters World. It's a whole different energy. I could tell that Blue Devil was very happy to have someone the caliber of Wack 100 in studio. But also I could tell that you were not about that hater's life that you portrayed. Where was all the hardcore questions? Where was all the hardcore activity directed at this individual who was sat down with a known snitch rat 6ix9ine? And you're just kicking it. He's all in studio. You're just good with that. You know, what do they say? Birds of a feather flock together. How many times has Wack 100 associated with what you consider PCs or what, I mean, he called, you know, he answered my phone call. We had a conversation. Why wasn't he jammed up about hanging out with certain individuals that you consider below or beneath you, right? None of that was addressed. None of that hanging out with 6ix9ine, hanging out with Brick Baby, hanging out with Adam. You know, none of these things were addressed. It was more so just happy to have the man in studio for views, for clout, or for whatever. Now, I sat back and I listened to Wack 100, and I'll tell you right now, that Vato is a very smart individual. He's calculated, he's cold, he's shrewd. He got this YouTube shit figured out. He's got the social media figured out, right? And what that Vato did was he played everyone on that panel out of pocket. Now, no disrespect towards those Vatos, I don't know them. But he didn't show no type of fear. And I heard the word politic 10,000 times. This is not prison. This is the streets, right? If Wack 100 felt comfortable enough to go sit down on your couch and you allowed him with open arms to do that, the word politics should have never came up because you guys go by two different types of politics. So see, you can't talk about one man's politics and him talk about yours, but that door was opened, which kind of confused me because I've never in my life seen Southsiders discuss politics with blacks. Just never happened. Two different groups who have a common understanding that while incarcerated or even outside of the walls, man, you know, if you're living that gang life, there's a lot of barrios and neighborhoods that go at each other and they feel some type of way. So discussing the next group's politics, I don't know what you try to get from that. You're never going to come to an understanding because you'll never understand the other people's ride. That's just how that goes, right? But I seen the look in Wack 100's eye. There was no fear there. He was all about stating what he wanted to state and being allowed to. Now, I understand you have to make your guests comfortable. You know, maybe the customer's always right. Maybe Blue Devil felt and the panel felt like, hey, this is Wack 100, y'all. You know what I mean? Come watch, come watch. We're going to let him say whatever he wants. But there's a linea in the sand, a line when it becomes disrespect. See, when you jump that line from respect to disrespect, there's an old saying, man. It's with North and South. It goes like this. Get off where you're mad at. Take flight on sight, right? This guy was allowed to talk about pulling up to American Cholo's pad, another vato from Southern California, like it was nada. Okay? With no repercussions. He was allowed to talk about how Southsiders, this old myth that I've always been against, because I keep it real. If it was the truth, I'd be the first one to say, man, I'm going to tell you right now, that's just the truth. But he was allowed to sit there amongst the Southern car, Southsiders, right? And I don't know if this fucking interview, if someone talked to someone and it was like, yeah, it's all good, or you're just a man and you do whatever the fuck you want. But we all know that's not the way it works down south. We all know, man, you got to function up under something in someone, period. Plain and simple. You got to break off your bread. That's it. But this man, this brother was able to go in there and tell you to your mascara right in front of 1,000 people you have on your chat that support you, that Southerners are allowed to snitch on blacks with no repercussion. That it's true. And you can sit there and defend however you want and say, nah. That man should not even been allowed to do that. That's a cowardice move to not address him and let him know exactly what time it is right then and there. He said several other things. And he was doing it in a cold, shrewd way, but also he was doing it in a way to let you know there was no fear being pumped. Him and that Vato Loose Cannon sat there comfortably. I seen three Southerners squeezed together side by side on the other side. You know, hey, it's your fucking office, your studio, your pad, Holmes. You should have some arm room. You were like this, like a kangaroo, because you were so squeezed together with the other two Vatos, man. Now, I'm not disrespecting Blue Devil as a whole. just because I don't like him or because of what he said about me in the past. But they even brought my fucking name up. Again, you're interviewing Wack 100 and my fucking name gets brought up. Okay, again, here's the deal with that. I've said it many times. When the shit went down with Gil, American Cholo, when the paperwork was shot to me, mind you, other channels dropped the paperwork first. I'm just the only one that fucking took the brunt of it because I was the bigger channel to do it, right? And I was quick to drop it. I pulled the trigger on the gun too fast when I realized, hey, man, this might not be kosher paperwork. It might not be righteous. I did the best thing I could do and I took it down and I addressed Gil personally over the wire. And I said, guess what, Hums? My bad. I apologize. Whatever. Hey, I didn't hesitate to be a real man and let it be known, man, I fucked up. I shouldn't have involved myself in that. Now, mind you, about 2 weeks prior is when the first time me and Dubs actually called Wack 100 on the live and had the conversation. So little did I know the same time I was dropping this paperwork and doing what I was doing, because I don't pay attention to no one else's shit. I'm on my own zone. I mean, like I said, I'm cruising, right? Wack 100 is going at it with fucking Gil, and he pulls up to Gil's house or whatever. Whether that was the truth or not, I don't know. But immediately I'm on the phone with the homeboy or homegirl. This is one thing Wack 100 didn't know, never knew, was I was actually on the phone with the homeboy and homegirl when Wack 100 called me. He had seen my video of the paperwork. He immediately called me. First, he texts me, where's it at? Then he calls me, right? Hey, man, let's go live right now, man. Getting that fool Gil I put up to his house. He's a sucker, this, and that. Let's go live. Let's roast this motherfucker. He don't like you. I don't like him. He don't like me. Let's go. You know, common enemies and shit. Now, in the past, I probably would have jumped on it like, let's do this. But I know that Wack 100 always has an agenda and he's not loyal to anybody. And he'll disrespect anybody. And knowing this, I wanted to keep my distance. Heisman, because I already understood the type of person he is, especially me being Mexican, him being the way he is, and him having a dislike for Mexicans, regardless of what he said in the past. We all know, man, there's a distaste there, an untrusting. He just doesn't fuck with Mexicans like you would think he does, right? He talks all that high power shit, but that motherfucker ain't even trying to fight Jay Diggs. So we know what it is. Anyways, right? I was like, I'm on the phone with the homeboy and homegirl. They're on the other line. They're on the line, listening, you know, being quiet. It's really not their style. They don't even really know who Wack 100 is at this point. But he calls me. He's like, hey, man, let's go in. I said, oh, man, I'll get back at you, man. I'm cool, right? I try to be nice about it because I didn't want him to, oh, Paru, right? Get all crazy. I hung up with him. I said, that motherfucker's stupid. I never did it, right? That was that. And then all of a sudden, when people are going in on him for going to Gil's house and all this shit that he's spewing, he tries to reverse it and throw it out. Gunner. So I don't know what they mentioned me about yesterday, about our interactions. And he said, oh, I've never talked to him. Everyone that watched my live seen that was Wack 100. You know what I mean? I got his phone number right now. I could probably call him right here, live. Should I try? That'd be crazy, huh? On Paru. But the fact of the matter is he was able to pull up to Haters World, which is considered a Southern podcast. Now, I don't care how you slice it, dice it, cut it. That is considered a safe haven or a Southsider positive podcast, right? You know, no Norteños allowed. You know, not too many brothers allowed. But of all the brothers, man, that Haters World could have brought on, he brings on Wack 100 to disrespect the raza, literally, to say that Southern Mexicans, Southsiders are allowed to snitch and push that propaganda on a Southsider channel. No hands thrown, no checking, nothing, just arguing back and forth. I've seen a lot of things happen lately that I've been like, wow. Okay, the last thing I thought I would see is a few Southerners, residents, Southsiders, whatever you call it, allow a brother, man, I don't give a fuck if it's Wack 100, anyone, to sit there and try to tell them how their politics are ran. See, usually when you're seasoned and you've been locked up, like I have, like a lot of Southsiders, like Dubs, like a lot of real motherfuckers have been locked up. And it doesn't make you a gangster because you were locked up or make you any realer than anyone else. Prison just means you got caught, right? But let's look at it from the inside out. You know, you should know your politics. You should know how your people move. You should know what it is. So when someone from a different ethnicity or someone that's not involved at that level with your people sits there and tries to tell you the rules and regulations of your ranfla, that's going to make you feel some type of way because you know what it is. Basically, he's saying, you guys are rats. You guys are allowed to tell on black guys, and I don't care what you say. I'm going to say it right here. This motherfucker had the audacity and the balls. I could say this. He might not want to fight Jay Diggs, but he sure ain't ducking you, Haters World, or anyone on that panel. Because for him to even be allowed to say that, oh, man, I could only think that Vatos were seeing that and feeling some type of way. It was a live gone wrong. See, I don't think you expected it. I don't think Haters World expected this Vato to come. He thought this Vato was going to come on, give him good energy, whatever, respect him. But one thing about Wack 100 that he's shown over time, that he only respects people who he considers real convicts, real Southerners, real Northerners. He doesn't respect people who he thinks are bullshit flim-flam artists. That's what he is. One thing about Wack is he does do his homework. That's a fact. So he went in there with you let him and Loose Cannon dictate the program? Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be one of the number one podcasts down in Southern California for Southern Mexicans, right? And you let Wack 100 come on there, someone who was actually went to a Southsider's door, man, knocked on it with aggression in his heart, a man that has actually talked a lot of shit, called fucking Mexicanos all kinds of different derogatory words, just allowed all the shenanigans to happen. Someone who said he ain't never gonna fuck with no Southsiders, signed them, none of that bullshit, right? Because of the politics. And you think he's active? Someone that you know that's not even allowed to go back to his neighborhood. I know I'm not allowed, but I'm gonna go wherever the fuck I want. Just like Wack 100 is gonna tell you he's gonna go wherever the fuck you want. He went to your podcast, right? And you allowed that man to sit there. See, I don't get this shit. This is some weird world we live in, some matrix, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Right? And again, for all you fucking comadre haters that are going to be like, hey, Gunner, why are you going in on the homie? Fuck him. Straight up. He just lets your people get disrespected, bro. Don't tell me shit. Like I said in my last video, there's a lot of fucking Southsiders that get at me like, damn, Gun, damn. I said, I ain't fucking got more love for the Sud than you do. That's crazy. Because I'm from Northern California, homie. But I've rocked with real ones. Ones that know their politics. Ones that if you would have tried to say that they are allowed to snitch, they just took flight right there. They stopped. Look, that's why I like Lucky from Hoodstock. Shout out to Lucky, man. I'm going to give Lucky the credit. If that Vato was to go on Hoodstocks, which I don't think he'd ever be invited, but if he was, I could be wrong, and he said, hey, Southsiders are allowed to snitch, you know, Lucky would have said, hey, yo, let's shut this down. We're going to go and shut that down. Me and Wack 100 are going to go get that fade, that friendly fade. That's how that Vato is, because that Vato knows, disrespect isn't taken lightly. To allow another race, another ethnicity, another car, an enemy in them walls, behind them walls, to sit there and basically tell you what your politics are and kind of debo you on you and punk you, that's a bad look, homie. He ate you up in your own fucking studio. It's crazy. And then to sit there, you can never double back and say, man, these PC channels and this, that, and this. Bro, you sat down with the dude who kicks it with 6ix9ine. That's it. Game over. No more. And the winner is. I don't get how people do that. That's why I say we're living in the matrix. They'll judge that's like Lefty Gunplay, man. I'm going to mention him one time only. But the Vault's like, I ain't fucking with no one up north. I ain't going up north to do shows. I don't fuck with Norteños. I ain't do that. But I will fuck with brothers from up north. I will do this. The brothers from up north are the ones fucking you off, bro. The brothers, period, are the ones you're going at it with and having guerra with. You're fucking with the Northerners in prison side by side handling business because of the end of hostilities, and you still got animosity. And for the Norteños that are talking about Lefty Gunplay and that just keep on his headpiece, yes, the Vato can't rap, but leave him alone already, man. Fuck, you ain't going to see him, so stop it. It goes both ways. I'm just saying. It just boggles my mind that fucking someone like Haters World and all these dudes can sit there. I don't fuck with ratas. I don't fuck with PCs. I'm fucking with the program. I don't fuck with this. And then you allow fucking someone who fucking tells every day on YouTube, every day, to sit there in your fucking studio and chill with them and sit there and tell you your politics. Man, that live was wild. That's gone wrong. If I was a Southern Hispanic, if I was a Southside, I'd be fucking ashamed right now. Like, damn, bro, how you do that? How you let that Vato fucking punk you like that? ¿Qué traes, homie? You know what I mean? Hey, madera, we don't get down like that. La onda don't shine shoes. That's it. You know what I mean? I'd be pissed. You're sitting there letting Wack 100 and Loose Cannon, someone who's dry snitches on Big U all the time sit there in your studio, man, and just be cool. Let me guess, there's no paperwork, huh? Motherfuckers are a trip, man. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, you know, Wack 101. He's got a notch in his belt. He can say, yeah, I went over there and I'll punk these motherfuckers right in front. And believe me, he's going to say that. And believe me, that's how he feels. You know, I won't let that go down. I tell that motherfucker, fuck you, 3-finger Wack. You got me toe back, right? Noted, right? Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. This is for all people, man. Shout out to the Southsiders, man. The real ones that would have never let that go down. Haters, bro, you got to step your game up, bro. You're grasping that straw. You're trying to do anything for views, bro. And you look like a fucking idiot. Just being real. Like me or don't, I don't give a fuck.